Oklahoma Sooners head coach Brent Venables starts his offensive coordinator search today on Sooner Born. Okay, so we know Seth Luttrell got fired just 7 games into his first season as offensive coordinator with the Oklahoma Sooners. Well, we all know he coached the bowl game last year, and then he started this season as offensive coordinator. Things did not look good, so we know that this is a crucial decision coming up for the program, and man, he has to do the right thing and pick the right person. Now, Brent Venables had his press conference, and he was asked about this, and this is what he had to say. He said, "We've talked to several people, and so we feel like we're in a good position where we need to be," Venables said during his weekly press conference on Tuesday. "Can't put a hard deadline on it. Making that decision and doing the process, it's due diligence, and there's a lot of layers to it, as you can imagine. I'm very sensitive to what we're trying to do here and finish the year and give ourselves a chance to win our last 2 regular season games and continue to get better." It just took 3 days for Venables to hire Luttrell after former offensive coordinator Jeff Lebby was hired as head coach Mississippi State on November 26th. However, this time around, he'll have more time to operate. He won't be rushing the decision, but Venables admitted he feels a sense of urgency to find someone to fill the role with college football's early signing period beginning on December 4th and the transfer portal opening December 9th. There certainly is a sense of urgency to finding the best solution to where we're at right now, Venables said. But there is a real thing called the regular season that's got to finish up. And if I'm talking to the right people, which I believe I am, then they're going to be sensitive to finishing what they started and being loyal to their players. Sooner rather than later is when I want it finished. I want to get it right. So that's our focus. Venables was asked about the possibility of hiring former Mississippi State and Florida head coach Dan Mullen, who hasn't coached since 2021. Mullen coached the Bulldogs from 2011-2017 before taking over for the Gators in 2018 to 2021. He also has experience as an offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. "I'm not going to comment about the details of the search," Venables said. "I reached out to him a year ago." Venables feels the opportunity to head the offense of Oklahoma will attract a great deal of potential candidates. "Certainly, I've got to make sure that we have great clarity and we move forward in regards to our staff," Venables said. "And I feel great about where that is. It's a very attractive opportunity for anybody in the coaching profession." Now, he was also asked about Jackson Arnold's future, and with just 2 regular season games left, the questions about the future of the program have taken center stage. Perhaps the biggest question is who's OU's quarterback is going to be next season. You know, the sophomore and former 5-star Jackson Arnold, presumed to be the future of the program before struggling in OU's first 3.5 games and eventually being benched for Michael Hawkins Jr. Arnold has then reestablished himself as a starter 3 games later against South Carolina and has held the spot since, but without, some setbacks. He lost 2 fumbles against Missouri, including one of the Tigers' return for a game-winning touchdown in the final minute of the game. "I don't know what the future holds," Venables said of Arnold's future. "We love Jackson. We believe in him. He's the captain this week, obviously. And that's a sign of he's one of our best leaders that we have on the team. There's plenty of guys going through rough spots, and they still have plenty of ability to lead and fight and compete. And so that goes along with that position as well. But representing the offensive side of the ball, those are 2 of our best leaders, in Troy Everett and Jackson Arnold." Arnold said Monday that he's focused on the present and hasn't thought about his future at Oklahoma. "Regarding my future, we've got 2 great teams left that we've got to go against," Arnold said. "I'm just taking it week by week." Arnold has accepted much criticism for being the quarterback of SEC's second worst scoring offense. Venables knows that taking blame is part of being a quarterback, but also realizes OU's failures in attempting to put a good team around him. "It's not just him, it's everybody around him," Venables said. "A lot of times that position takes criticism, even when it's not really his fault, if you will. And then sometimes that position gets too much praise. My job is to make sure he has the right perspective in that regard, and then making sure that we're good around him and in that position." So, It also goes on to say the spring game has been announced on April 12th at Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And we all know they play Alabama this weekend, 6:30 Central Time. Oh, man. So hopefully they make the right decision on this offensive coordinator hire. Is going to be very crucial. And it's going to be crucial for Brent Venables' future. We all know that. So, and I'm sure he knows that more than anyone. So we'll see what happens. Hoping for the best. Hoping for the best this Saturday against Alabama, man. Good luck to those guys. Senior day for most of those guys out there. Last home game of the season. Man, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps out the show. And I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. And if you listened this far into the show, thank you. And Boomer Sooner.